Day, brother. Hey, Scotty. Glad this Lakota brother cares enough to get message to you so you can reply to him missing piece that could have freed your kola by now and still can. Especially since Grandma said if we don't reach VIP in DC to free your kola before he retires, all hope for all gonna be lost, leaving our world looking like the Hunger Games and worse. I'm glad you're still willing to talk and meet with me out of respect to Grandpa, Grandma, Floyd, and Fern, especially since they all promised you all would be there to assist and protect me and my family, no matter what kind of lies the so-called holy woman from down south or crooked chief from up north been trying to say about me, or the VIP actor Floyd asked and trusted to help before it's too late. Because they have no idea how the actor and I freed that young Marine in ways that can and will free your kola to restore hope for all too. Not even caring how those lies are causing your kola and our people to suffer, while leaving my family and I on the verge of being homeless, when we could just as easily be helping him, DQE, addressing the UN, etc., like Grandpa asked last time you and I were having coffee with him. Now I'm a heartbeat away from meeting with one of the most powerful VIPs in the world, just like Grandma and Grandpa predicted, with Italian, Japanese, African, Russian, Tibetan, Brazilian, Silket, Chippewa, and Blackfoot elders, warriors, and healers backing me, along with Marine sergeants, etc. But none of the folks that Wallace Black Elk promised would reply and help in front of you are willing to even hear the missing piece and try, out of respect to him, because they care more about drunken gossip and whitewash nonsense than freeing your kola for the good of all, how Tunkashala is hoping and already clearing the way, just like he cleared the way for our brother to be sharing this with you now. Does that make any sense to you? Because it sure as hell doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm just a woman who has VIPs from CNN contacting me for diplomatic healing advice. So what do I know? You and I both know that Grandpa wouldn't want me to do an interview of this magnitude without at least praying with you first, since you've always been better at diplomacy than me. But I can only hold off on the interview until August, and every second we wait is another your kola and everyone else suffers for no reason. Imagine how sad your kola would feel, knowing that no one was even willing to hear the vision Nick Black Elk's granddaughter entrusted as a respected elder that could have freed him by now and still can't. I know you weren't there when I kicked that Diablero Zunzeke, and Floyd thanked me for saving Fern's life, same as the VIP actor's mama thanked me for saving his. But I know you still remember Grandpa accepting that special chanumpa when he adopted me as his granddaughter, asking me to step up as peace advisor, address the UN in his footsteps, get the buffalo to that VIP actor's ranch, etc., above and beyond what any coyotes could try and say otherwise, drunk or sober. Way back before the so-called holy woman lied about all those sacred things that happened in Grandpa's Zanibi to the elders at Wanley, knowing I hadn't even had a chance to show them the sacred proof that he'd asked, like this 7-row choker that was gifted by the elder/veteran from Standing Rock, representing the greatest hope for all 7 sacred campfires, to hold back that 7th whistle that's gonna blow if we don't free your kola before it's too late. I know you got Corinne's message and have been debating when to call me and what to say, wondering how our warriors could possibly be too afraid of some actor I'm not even afraid of to reply and help. But those coyotes took everything from us, Scotty. Our home, our car, everything, in ways Grandpa, Grandma, Floyd, Fern, and you never would have stood for before, or refused to hear me out because of a bunch of misogynistic zealots or petty women's gossip. I know you haven't physically seen me in a while, but you know I wouldn't have been asked to return that special chanumpa to heal the Shehana, or invited to act as tribal liaison in Alaska or Montana, or do security for Grandma Agnes, on top of everything I did to help y'all without there still being a darn good reason. Grandpa came in a medicine dream and said to send this to you via an alternate source as well, but is counting on our Lakota Twitter brother to get it to you faster. Said for me to erase it as soon as you reply so nothing else can get lost in sacred translation or delayed by any more coyotes. Scotty, you and that VIP actor who promised Floyd he'd help us and has been too drunk to try yet are the only honorable and courageous warriors and mediators I know, willing and able to help in honor of Grandpa anymore. Our brother who runs Native Veterans Detox in UP is even holding a place of honor for him because he believes in our individual and combined medicines to help, just as much as Grandpa, Grandma Floyd, and Fern did. My friend was going to surprise me with a $250,000 ranch to house those sacred buffalo, until they overheard the elders talking about Grandpa saying the VIP actor's not only supposed to bring us and the buffalo to his ranch, but told me not to even go back to help on the res without the actor as a renewed ally and protector for the people. Other people may want to assume they know better than the wisdom Tunkashila passed through Grandpa's heart, but you and I know better, which means the sooner we can gather others who still have enough respect for Tunkashila and Grandpa to help this above and beyond, the better. Especially since Grandpa promised y'all would be there to protect and support me and my family to free your kola and beyond, no matter what. And that's going to be pretty sad if my child and I end up going to D.C. without y'all, you know? I sent you that invite to meet at Denny's before, and some mangy, misogynistic coyote showed up, laughing at my choker because folks around here got no point of reference for this kind of medicine yet. But hopefully that was just a coincidence, since I've never seen you turn your back on Grandpa's vision before, especially when there's so much at stake, and Grandpa, Grandma Floyd, and Fern aren't gone, just waiting in spirit to be able to help and celebrate this epic and sacred victory with us, and everyone else who has the courageous faith to reply. I'm really tired of having to live in substandard, flea-infested places, sleeping with a blade next to me, shielding my kid from short eyes and worse, trying to find schools where they aren't being stabbed with pencils or suffocated with all this whitewashed nonsense, instead of being happy and at peace doing homeschool on the ranch, because folks who have no respect for Grandpa or you all are lying about us, making it impossible to not only provide for my family, but free your kola, etc., like I promised Grandpa, Grandma Floyd, and Fern. All because these coyotes think y'all are too dumb, weak, or greedy to reply and help us, not knowing how quickly Grandpa, Grandma Floyd, Fern, and you never hesitated to pick up your phones and call on me for help, or call others to help me. Scotty, your kola is running out of time, and so are we, which means you're literally his and our only hope. By the grace of Tunkashila, I'm ready to talk and or meet with you in confidence for the good of all our relations again, as soon as you are. My email is below this message, and my number is on my website. Please hurry, brother.